Break the heat might be nice, Jeremy. Thank you. Area outreach agencies and volunteers are once again making sure people who are homeless are counted. Topeka's summer point-in-time count will unfold this week. Christy Hobbs and Sandra Knox from Vallejo Behavioral Health are here to tell us about it. Welcome to you, ladies.
Thank you.
A lot of people are familiar with the point-in-time count that takes place every January. Last year we did this summer count. What was the goal, Christy, of doing this summertime count as opposed to winter?
To have a better understanding of our homeless population here in Topeka. In the wintertime, people are more likely to bring people inside so that they can get warm. We did have that freezing cold weather. We have the warming shelters and those kind of things. But in the summer, most everybody's outside or trying to get into air conditioning, like at the library or at recreation centers.
And ultimately, you wanted to be sure you weren't missing anyone. What did you all find? You don't have to give me specific numbers, but just in general, because specific numbers can be tough to remember. What did you find the difference between summer and winter? Was there much difference, Sandra?
Honestly, we were surprised that there was only 12 individuals difference. We really thought that it would there'd be a larger discrepancy, but we found more that did not want to complete surveys, etc. And those ones can't be counted. So the reason behind it isn't 100% clear. So.
Interesting. So what happens during this count? How is this going to unfold, and when is it going to unfold, Christy?
So it will happen this Wednesday. We'll start out at 7 o'clock in the morning at the city of Topeka. We have 9 different teams going out into the city, and it's all blocked off so that every area is accounted for, and that includes going out to the State Lake all the way down to Montera.
And where do you count people? Are there specific spots you look, or just anywhere?
Well, pretty much anywhere. Like this year we have the people in our transitional housing, those kinds of things those are the easy ones to count. The sheltered ones are the easy ones to count, but they will go out and, go up to the camp, and, we kind of do the knock, holler, say, hey, we're here. And then try to, to ask them the questions wherever we can find them.
So we're going to put a number on the screen as well, and we'll put that up and leave it up right now so that you can see it. And this is what you're calling kind of your hotline number, 785-368-0168. What do you want people, Christy, to do with that number?
So if they call this number, it will go to the city, which I will be located at all day. They can tell us where this individual is at, what they look like, and I will know which area which teams are in, and I will send that specific team out to count them, or at least talk to them. We'll have plenty of water and snacks and different items to give them when they're there, so that at least they can stay hydrated as well.
Because you can't count people that you don't know where they are, and sometimes you all are the eyes and ears. You know where you perhaps have seen someone who regularly stays, who you surmise is unsheltered. Why is it so important to get that accurate count, to not only work with places that people have been staying, Sandra, but also places where you maybe don't know and people can call and let you know about? Why is that accurate count so important?
Well, as part of the continuum of care application that we submit every year, one of the boxes we have to check is the point-in-time count, and that also indicates the amount of shelter beds that are actually needed. We lack a substantial amount of shelter beds here in Shawnee County. So does the point in time directly correlate to money? No, but it is part of all of the questions that we have to answer.
Well, because if you're asking for, let's just throw out a random number, if you're asking for $1 million in aid, but you only count 10 people, they're going to say, this does not look very, you only need enough to pay for 10 people, and that seems a little excessive. So we're saying June 24th and 25th because tomorrow they're going to be specifically at a meal event at one of the sites, but the 25th, Wednesday, is when that public count is. Christy, Sandra, thank you so much for filling us in and letting us know why this matters and why everybody out there should be counted. Appreciate you both.
Thank you
so much.